When it comes to brand advocates, you might think of influencers, but some of the best people to create hype for your brand are the ones you see every day, your coworkers. Employees' voices are powerful. In fact, people say they're about 3 times more credible than CEOs when it comes to what it's like to work at a company. Amplifying this voice can expand your reach, create more buzz, and build brand trust. And the best way to do this is to launch an employee advocacy program. Hey everyone, I'm Carly at Sprout Social. Today, I'm going to show you why employee advocacy is a social media superpower and how to create a strategy. Before we dive in, social media moves fast. Subscribe to our channel to keep up. So what is social media employee advocacy? This is when employees post about their experiences at work on their personal social media accounts. And it's a lot more than people posting selfies and company swag. That does count though. Employee posts receive about 8 times more engagement than brand content, and their networks can connect you to thousands of new people. Encouraging coworkers to post can have a huge impact. That's where a strategy comes in. This typically incentivizes posting and makes it easier by curating shareable content like blog posts, company news, even caption copy. Now that you know what employee advocacy is, let's get into some of its benefits. There's a reason why 68% of marketers say their organization has a program like this. On the social media side, employee posts can grow brand awareness while giving your social team more user-generated content to use. They can also attract qualified talent and build your employer brand, which benefits every team. Speaking of cross-team benefits, empowering your employees to be thought leaders can drive sales on social too. After all, people want to buy from experts. 48% of decision makers say thought leadership can influence their purchasing decisions. Finally, providing share-ready content and captions helps keep a cohesive message, which is especially important if your brand has strict messaging rules. And there's a lot in this for your employees too. We already mentioned that you're empowering them to become thought leaders, but you're also helping them grow their networks and creating feel-good moments of connection. So how do you start? A good employee advocacy strategy will make it easy for employees to share their experience and company news, amplify company messages and industry insights, and regularly communicate with and incentivize participants. With that, here are 5 steps you need to get started. Starting with step 1, set your goals. Typically, the top goals for employee advocacy are increasing brand awareness and attracting qualified job applicants. But set goals around the results that matter to your team. Then track external metrics that measure your success, like engagement and reach. Internally, you might want to ask questions like, who are your top contributors? How many participants do you have? What posts perform the best? This will help you assess your strategy. To understand some of these metrics, you can check out our article on how to measure your employee advocacy efforts. Moving on to step 2, get your advocacy system in place. To do this, consider the 4 R's: regularity, responsibilities, ready to post, and rewards. How will you regularly involve employees? How often will you curate content for them, and how will you share it with them? Through messaging apps like Slack or Teams, email, and consider how you'll bring people into the program too. While not everyone will want to be involved, how will you onboard those who are? All at once or in cohorts to make tracking participation and training easier? You also need to decide who's responsible for each step. Employee advocacy is a team effort. Who's responsible for steps like sourcing content, writing copy suggestions, and training? Speaking of training, getting people ready to post by training and providing content is crucial. Finally, what rewards will you offer to those who post often? Do you need a budget? Answering these questions early will set you and your employees up for success. The next step is to make sure you provide plenty of that training we mentioned. A huge blocker when it comes to sharing company news is not feeling prepared to do so. Training can make employees feel more comfortable while helping you rest easy knowing employees are less likely to go rogue. Consider training on social media best practices, brand voice and style guidelines, and software training. When I say brand voice training, I don't mean your employees should all sound like brand voice robots. That's kind of creepy and weird. But if there are certain words they should avoid or a tone to aim for, make this clear and encourage authenticity when you can. Some brands and industries have strict governance for employee advocacy posts, but if you have the flexibility, let employees know that they can edit any sample copy you provide to make it their own. Finally, if you're using an employee advocacy tool, teach people how to use it. Time for the good stuff. Step 4 is to incentivize posting. Marketers don't need much incentive to be active in the digital space. It's where we live. After all, who hasn't thought about trying the broetry trend on LinkedIn at least once? But how do you encourage team members to post if they don't care about building their brand? This is where incentives come in. Rewarding highly engaged employees for participating gamifies the experience and gives them extra reason to post. This can be monetary or prize-based. I mean, you can never have enough company mugs, right? But recognition can be enough. After all, who doesn't love getting a company-wide shout-out? Now, you're almost ready to launch, which brings us to our final step to consider. Track the progress of your program. Remember those goals you set up earlier? Create a regular reporting schedule to track those goals. This will help you monitor how your program is going and whether you need to adjust. Tracking which posts get the most attention from employees and from their audiences can help you identify your strongest content types. It also helps you figure out who posts the most at your company so you can give them those incentives we mentioned. To make this easier on yourself, try a tool. Sprout Social's new and improved employee advocacy platform makes it easy to track all of your goals. Social media strategy usually falls on the shoulders of one team or even one person, but those channels represent the entire company. Employee advocacy can bring in more voices to grow your brand's image and presence in a major way, and that's something every team can benefit from. Thanks for watching. We hope you feel ready to start your strategy. To help guide you as you go, download our employee advocacy checklist in the description below. And if you want a tool where you can curate shareable content, provide post-ready copy, and track results all in one place, check out Sprout's employee advocacy platform. Finally, if you found this video helpful, give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos from Sprout Social. See you next time.